At HubSpot, we took the step of packaging all these ideas into a methodology that we call growth-driven design. And so growth-driven design is the modern playbook for building the website. And we started talking about growth-driven design in 2017, and we had about 1,000 certified agencies in 50 countries doing some level of growth-driven design with their clients. We asked those agencies, what is happening with your clients after implementing growth-driven design? And 350 agencies told us that they saw a quicker time to value. They were able to launch these new sites, these launchpad sites in 60 days and then improve using real data. They launched them on time. And with traditional design, those same exact agencies using just a different process, 108 days, 2 weeks late, and was very much a set it and forget it. But the thing that all of you said in the chat pane is most important, which is driving business impact. Those agencies saw 16.9% more leads and 11.2% more revenue 6 months after launching the site when they use growth-driven design versus traditional design. And so at the end of the day, my friends, if you're being held accountable for driving business results, if your CEO or CMO is looking for how do we use the website to drive results, it's pretty clear that growth-driven design is the better process for you. So how do you get started here? Well, getting your team started with a process shift starts with, again, that customer-focused strategy. Here's the pro tip, something you can get started to. There's a lot of steps you go through in that customer strategy, but one of them is doing user research, interviewing customers. And so there's a framework called Jobs to be Done. This framework is used by UX design teams in Silicon Valley, and we use it at HubSpot. And they use this as they think about their website. You can use the same framework thinking about your website. What you do is you find 10 customers who recently switched to your product or service. Basically, in the last 30 days, they made a switch to you. Then you find 10 customers who switched away from you to a competitor. And we're really, really interested in that switch. What caused them to switch? And so you can do a user interview where you understand that. And if you go to that bit.ly link, we have a template that you can use for those interviews. We also have a couple role play interviews you can watch if you've never done an interview and you're not sure how they flow. You can see how that goes, and so you're able to start understanding why they made the switch, and then you can apply your learnings into this Jobs to be Done framework. All the information on that is at that link. The second thing you can do is see how your current website is performing. You can go to our digital product that we built. We talked about building digital products on your site. You could see an example of what that looks like, and you can see how your website is performing by going to websitegrader.com. And what this is a free audit tool that basically just shows you what's your website's doing well, what your website's not doing so well. And in the areas that you're not doing so well, we have some free educational training courses to basically upskill you and the team on how to improve those areas. And so again, digital product, great way to drive value to customers, something people might pay some money for, but you're going to offer for free. And you could do the same thing on your business with digital products as well. The third thing, talk to Ben, talk to No Bounds. They have a free consultation. And so if you're kind of struggling on how you apply all this to your website, if you're struggling about where your website could be improved, Ben and the team will take a look at the website, give you some open, honest feedback on where you can improve. So I would take advantage of that as well to see how you would apply this to your specific company. And then the last thing that I want to mention here is based off of your business goals. So again, it goes to your business goals. Then you go to how the website is going to drive those business goals. Identify the top 3 pages that are going to help you drive those business goals. Once you've identified the top 3 pages on your site, add in a little slide up questionnaire. And you can either use the tools we talked about earlier, Hotjar, you can use Lucky Orange. If you have the HubSpot Service Hub, we have a feedback tool within the Service Hub that you could use, and ask the question, what brought you here today? And that's a really interesting question. If we know those are the most important pages to drive business results, and we know that visitors are landing there to try to find something, that question can open a lot of doors to understanding how you can improve those pages. Once you've run that, you can then think about running an experiment to improve. And so when you have a smaller website with not a lot of traffic, or when you're first starting out experimenting, the best place to start is messaging. really nailing the messaging. And specifically above the fold, that means kind of everything that the visitor sees when they first land on the page. Really spend the time to improve that. And based off the answers you see in that survey, run an experiment, an A/B test. Again, if you're using HubSpot CMS, we'll talk about in a minute, you can run A/B tests really easily. Otherwise, there's other tools out there. And test the messaging. I gave you a bit.ly link here for a little script. It's a little framework called the Brand Script. It's done by a company called StoryBrand. They have a book out that's really good. I would recommend. And this brand script will kind of give you a template or a little worksheet to fill out that story, which then you can apply in your experiment that you run. All right, there's your tactics. Now, I told you that we have a full certification with tools, templates, resources on how to do this. It's called Growth Driven Design, and this is in the HubSpot Academy. If anyone's ever taken one of our Academy courses, it's a free course. You can go to growthdrivendesign.com to get started with that.